So you're standing up and defending your school building because the school board decided to shut it down. That's the hill you're deciding to die on. Literally. Okay. Tamps! Released in 1981 and is directed by Harold Becker, who's also behind such films like The Black Marble, Vision Quest, The Boost, The Big Town, and Mercury Rising. And this film is starring George C. Scott, Timothy Hutton, Ronnie Cox, Sean Penn, and Tom Cruise. And the reason why we're talking about Taps today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a subscriber and follower of mine, Jeffrey Fry. Thank you very much for the recommendation and your support towards this channel. It keeps me going. Thank you so much. This is a movie I feel like my dad had in his case of all the movies that he owned, especially when it came to all the army and military and war films that he had. And I always recall seeing like the cover of this VHS or this DVD, whatever he had. And I always thought, is that Tom Cruise? It kind of looks like Tom Cruise, but maybe it's not. But come to find out, it is Tom Cruise. 1981, and he was still running back then. So thank you very much, Jeffrey. If anyone else out there also wants to be like Jeffrey Fry and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out just like what I did with Jeffrey Fry here. The movie Taps takes place at Bunker Hill Military Academy that is commanded by General Harlan Bach. And one of his prize students is Cadet Major Brian Moreland, who takes everything that the commander says to heart. Well, after an unfortunate accident at a gathering, the school board and the state decide to shut Bunker Hill Military Academy down. But after a terrible event happening at a dance at the academy, and the recent death of the commander, Cadet Major Moreland decides to act out the final order that he was given by the commander, and that is to defend this military academy at all cost against anyone who tries to take it from them. So the whole movie is about these cadets who think it's okay to lock down this building that they don't own and defend it and feel like they're going to continue on to have classes and learn about, military history. And I don't know what you do at a military academy. I'm sorry, my brother went to West Point and then he quit because he couldn't take it. So that's the only thing that I know about military academies. But to this audience member, the whole premise of this movie and these children, which, let's be honest, that's what they are all kids, is pretty fucking stupid. I get that this commander has this father figure effect on all of these cadets, in particular the Cadet Major Moreland, who is our main character, our protagonist, who's running basically the entire operation. They're closing all the gates, and he's the one doing all the negotiations with the actual military people that come in are like, dude, what are you doing? But damn it, it's about principle. Right? This is our home, this is our base, and I am an officer, and it's my duty to defend it from people who try to take it from me because it's mine and no one else can have it. It's mine, damn it. And this is why I will never be a part of any branch of the military, because if I hear an order or if I hear someone who's in a command say something and it's stupid, I just come right out and say like, you want to repeat that, sir or ma'am? Well, didn't seem right. So if you're watching this review and I offend you because you are part of a military branch, I apologize and I thank you for your service. Just me, who's never served before, and seeing a story like this be acted out in this way, I just don't understand it. It's an academy building. Those get torn down and erected all the time. What's so special about this one? Oh, because it has a history? Oh, okay. Can we talk about the history of that building before it was built? Like the land that it was built on? And how like all those white people like shooed all of the Native Americans off that land so that they can build their precious military academy? Can we talk about that? No, we can't. Okay, son, please shut up and just go back to your home, go to your mama, and then all of this will be taken care of. So if you can tell, I'm not a fan of this story. The plot of this film really angered me because it just didn't make sense to me, and it just looked like all of these stupid little kids were just glorifying their former commander after he passed away, which, by the way, seeing George C. Scott play a commander in a military uniform, like, you gotta know it, that's why you were cast, sir, because you're Patton. And here you are basically being Patton again for the short amount of time that we had you on screen. I guess this film is based on a novel called Father Sky that came out in 1979. I feel like this story would probably have read better as a book, but to see it enacted on screen, in a picture, in a film, yeah, for this guy, it didn't make sense. I wasn't caring about anyone because I kept thinking, gosh, you're all so fucking stupid. I would say save all of this enthusiasm for following orders and defending and standing up for something when you actually make it to the army. You are a fucking cadet. The military academy that you're defending means fucking nothing. Now, my feelings about the plot and the actual characters that we have in the film aside, I do think that we get solid performances in here. I've already mentioned George C. Scott. A young Sean Penn is in here, and he's kind of the cadet that has his head kind of screwed on correctly. Like, he knows that what are we doing? This is futile. We're not going to get anything. What are we doing here? Timothy Hutton, who plays Cadet Major Moorhead, he's the one who's running everything. I think he does a good job of having, I guess, years on him, or at least trying to have years on him as this well-established major in the army. That's really what this character is trying to do. He's trying to convey, like, no, I have control over it. Because I have this title, I was given this promotion by my commanding officer, and I'm very proud of that. And when I'm given an order by my commander, if it's given by my commander, I'm going to follow it out until the last man is standing. And he does a great job of balancing the pride and yet the fearfulness of making this decision, because deep down you can tell, like, he knows that this is futile, but he's also very proud of the fact that he is making this decision and standing his ground. And then Tom Cruise is in here, and he is the trigger-happy little cadet who is all about, oh yeah, let's fucking open fire. Let's bring World War III down on the people living in this town around this academy. Fucking totally worth it. And the fight scenes that we get in here rivals any war film that you've ever seen before. It's just that it comes down to the plot and to the characters in here. And I just think it's so fucking stupid. And those are the two most important things when it comes to any film for me. It's about the plot and the character. All the other things, those are set dressings. Spectacle, messages, themes, diction, music, all of those not as important when it comes to character and to plot. And if I'm not behind those two things, this was a very frustrating watch, because I was enjoying the performances, like, on the technical aspect, but just the story aspect here, it's really annoying. I'm going to give Taps 2.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I found that if you have a goal, that you might not reach it. But if you don't have one, then you are never disappointed. And I got to tell you, it feels phenomenal.
So guys, if you've seen Taps, what did you think about it? Am I completely wrong, or is there anyone out there subscribed to my channel watching this review who is or was in a military branch of the US government? Please let me know. I want to know what your thoughts are on this movie and what these characters do in this film. Like, am I wrong in thinking that it's fucking stupid, or should I just keep my mouth shut and just say, hey, thank you for your service and carry on my day? Whatever you thought, comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so you'll know the next time I'm releasing next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.